सुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Namaskar. I welcome you all on the behalf of Vedic Upasana Peeth's series of Dharmadhara English Satsang, that is, spiritual discourse focusing on the different spectrum of Arya Vedic Sanatan Hindu Dharma. Paying obeisance to my Sri Guru, Paratpar Guru, His Holiness Dr. Jayant Balaji Athavale, I begin today's satsang. Today's topic is, what is the meaning and need of a Guru? Guru is the God, says the Vedic scriptures. Indeed, the Guru in Vedic tradition is looked upon as one no less than a God. Guru is an honorific designation of a preceptor as defined and explained variously in the scriptures and ancient literary works, including the epics. In Brahmanda Purana it is said, Guru is Shiva himself with his 3 eyes, Vishnu with his 4 arms, Brahma with his 4 heads. He is Param Shiva himself in human form. A true Guru is not an ordinary spiritual teacher, but one who has attained unison with the God principle and is therefore qualified to lead others to that goal. The Vedic scriptures describe the Guru as the dispeller of darkness. The role of the Guru is to help his disciple to achieve moksha, that is final liberation, through a very personal spiritual bond formed between the Guru and the disciple, a union of loyal spiritual endeavor on the part of the disciple and divine blessings bestowed by the Guru. Now we would know few definitions of a Guru as per Vedic scriptures. One of the scripture defines Guru in this way, Gu Shabdastu Andhakara Syataru Shabdasta Nirodhaka Andhakara Nirodhatvat Guru iti abhidhiyate. In this shlok or verse, Gu refers to darkness, assuming the form of ignorance, and Ru to the radiance in the form of spiritual knowledge which dispels this darkness. The Sri Guru Gita describes several origins of the word Guru, and among the several verses, in one of the verses it is stated, Gukarastva andhakarascha Rukarastej uchyate Ajnanagrasakam Brahma Gururevana Sanshaya. Meaning the letter Gu in the word Guru refers to darkness or ignorance, while the letter Ru refers to light or spiritual knowledge. Thus, undoubtedly, the Guru is Brahma who alleviates this ignorance. In the Agam Sagar, a holy text, the meaning of the 3 alphabets in the Guru is stated in the form of a verse as Gakara Siddhida Prokto Refa Papasya Haraka Ukaro Vishnuhu Vyaktastatyatma Guru Para. Meaning the Ga in the word Guru bestows supernatural powers, that is Siddhis, the Ra emancipates from sins, and the U is the unmanifest God Vishnu. In other words, the Guru is supreme, the embodiment of these 3. Thus the Guru is the one who dispels a disciple's ignorance, advises him to undertake spiritual practice in order to make spiritual progress, gets it done from him, and bestows spiritual experiences upon him. The Guru's attention is fixed on a disciple's spiritual progress and not on his worldly happiness, as that depends on destiny. In Navachakreshwar Tantra, the Guru has been defined by this verse, Pindam Padam Tatharupam Rupatitam Chatushyam Yova Samyak Vijanati Sa Guru Parikirtita. Meaning, the one who knows the Pinda, that is the subtle body, the all-pervading nature, the form, and that which is beyond the form, equally well is a real Guru. Here the subtle body refers to the embodied soul and the all-pervading nature to Shiva or Brahma. In this verse, Rupam is the form that refers to the manifest and Rupatitam refers to that beyond the form, that is formless or unmanifest. Out of the entire population of the world, few take up spiritual practice that is universal and beyond the confines of formal, organized religion. Among these, very few people, through their spiritual practice, attain a spiritual level of 70%. The Guru Tattva, that is the unmanifest Guru, then works completely through some of these evolved individuals who are known as the manifest Guru or the Guru in human form. In other words, a person has to be at least of the 70% spiritual level to qualify as a spiritual guide or a Guru. The Guru in human form acts as a beacon of spiritual knowledge for humanity and is in total alignment with the universal mind and intellect of God. Many people ask that why do we need a guru at all? So let's see the reason for the same. One has to inquire with someone else while looking for an address in an unknown city. Similarly, only a guru can give us God's address, hence we need a guru. If we are unable to swim, then we need a boat to get us to the other side of the river. Similarly, to get across the ocean of life, we need a boat in the form of a guru, thus we need a guru. A spiritual seeker can progress spiritually through his own efforts, but his path to self realization becomes easy when he follows the teachings and is under the guidance of an able guru. Let us understand this with a simple example. If a steamer reaches its destination in 4 hours, then a tiny boat tied to it also reaches the destination in 4 hours. But if the tiny boat is separated from the steamer, it would take 12 hours to reach the same destination. Similarly, if we make efforts towards spiritual progress without taking appropriate guidance, then we would require a long time to progress due to our personality defects and the mistakes we commit. However, under the guidance of an appropriate guru, we are able to cover the distance of 12 hours within just 4 hours. Hence, one of the scriptures say, Mahajano yen gatah sa pantha. That is, one should follow the path taken by great souls or liberated souls. Hence, one should accept this and get the guidance of a guru. Only the guru can guide us towards the path leading to God. When we visit a friend in a new town, and if we do not know the address, we have to inquire with someone who knows where our friend lives. Once we have the address, we can easily find our friend's place. Similarly, only the guru can give us the address of our true self, that is our soul. If we get lost in a desert and we do not have a guide with us, then we will wander and get exhausted. Without food and water, we would not survive there for long. Similarly, if we do not get a guru to guide us along our path, we would be stuck in a maze of 84 lakhs different types of yonis, that is births. When we cannot get in touch with a friend over the phone, then the operator helps us. Similarly, if we are unable to connect to God, the guru removes the obstacles and connects us to God. In fact, the guru releases us from the great illusion that includes parents, siblings, wife, wealth, etc., and shows us divinity or God. Today, with these words, I end my talk, paying gratitude unto my Guru's lotus feet. Namaskar and Jaitu Hindu Rashtraam.
पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते।